Hi everybody, I'm Feeonnaa and this is not a video I really wanted to record, but while following another driver who probably I gave a little bit too much credit in their ability, spun out right in front of me and I managed to collect them. You can see that the front of the vehicle has all the markings. I've then also pushed on that front quarter, got a little bit of a kink. It's inevitable that I will make a bigger mistake here or there or somewhere along the way. Yesterday, this happened. It doesn't look too bad on camera, but it's probably difficult to really get the gist of how far in this has been pushed. There would be a good solid 10 centimeters of shove on this corner. Now I'm not complaining. I mean, I bought this for this purpose. I don't have the time to fix something this big quickly enough for my liking, so what I'm going to do is strip off the bulk of these parts and panels on the exterior of the car to expose the actual chassis or unibody of the car, and then the plan is to take it to a body shop and get them to pull the frame out for me. That's the plan. Let's see how we go. Okay, there it is. I've stripped off just the bumper, the tail lights to expose how far it's been pushed in, and definitely if you have a look inside you can see the floor is 100% creased. All the parts pushed into the back of the Z as I'm dropping it off at a frame shop just to pull the frame out for me. So it's been over a week at this point, and I have the Z back from the panel shop. They put it on the frame stretcher, and they did stretch out the rear end a little bit, but unfortunately one of the crumple zones built into the Z just couldn't be stretched out. But I mean that's sort of okay, and it's not too big a problem. But I'll show you where I'm at right now. Basically, the rear subframe is where it should be, but behind the rear subframe is just a little bit shorter, particularly in what is this plate here is part of a crimple zone through here. It just basically squished. You can't really stretch it out. So because very roughly, it was the logical width of a Rio bar too far in, all I did was cut off a bit of the old Rio bar and then sort of stacked it out that way, so that if you can see the line up, it's pretty straight across to the other side, which does not have that crumple. Okay, so other than that, as a part of pulling out the boot, the panel shop put a few holes in it, and I've just gone around to seam seal all the little holes everywhere, because obviously the when you pull it out, like, you know, sometimes you need access, so they drill holes and they make a bit of a mess of it, but that's okay. It was assembled, it looked okay before. I've just pulled it apart to sort of do a little bit more work and to reaffix a couple of replacement parts on the exhaust, because that was obviously impacted on the knock as well. Anyway, I'm going to keep going with this. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time, so I can't film through the whole lot. But I'll get this back together and I'll show you where we end up. It's very dark and late, and I haven't got a lot of lighting in my garage, but as you can see, looks pretty tidy, even though its lighting's not so good. Yes, I know it is definitely not perfect, but it is a drift car, and I'm not overly fussed about like being crazy presentable. My logic is that if I were driving this on the street, and the bolt-on Z is still currently street registered, but if I am driving it on the street, which I don't obviously do very often, for whatever reason, maybe my ute's out of order, I want to look nice enough that no one's going to go, hey, ooh. But there we go. This crash into the wall has cost me quite a bit of time, money, effort, and obviously it's all down to me making a mistake, but that's drifting. Anyway, now we're ready to go again. I just need to work on a couple other sort of issues before the next event, but all in good time. At least the vehicle is good to go now. See you, bye.